Namaste. Today I will talk to you about Drishti in yoga. Drishti means gaze. So there are different points where the yogi focuses while practicing asanas or while practicing pranayama. There are 3 drishtis outside the body, 6 drishtis are on the body, and the last drishti is without gazing anywhere. That means with closed eyes. In general, all the asanas are done with open eyes, gazing at some points, whereas all the pranayamas are done with closed eyes. Now let me talk to you about the important reasons why drishti is followed. When our drishti wanders to different points, our mind also wanders. So the first purpose of gazing at a point is to steady the mind. When I look at one point, mind focuses on that point, drishti focuses on that point, and the steadiness of the practice will come when this steady gaze is practiced. The second reason why drishti is followed is to focus on the breathing. When I look at one point, the refinement of the breath comes. The yogi starts measuring inhalations, measuring exhalations, and the rhythm of breath, movement, all will come when the drishti or the gaze is steady. So that is the second reason why drishti is followed, to improve the quality of breathing. And the third reason why drishti is followed is to enhance or complement the posture itself. For example, when I do an upward stretch, generally we look towards the eyebrows. So when we do that, the drishti on the eyebrow actually enhances the upward stretch. So therefore, drishti is also called as the protector of asanas or postures. So these are the 3 main reasons why drishti is followed. The first being bringing the focus of mind. The second one, improving the quality of breath. And the last one, to enhance the asana. Now let me talk to you about all the drishtis. As I said, the first drishti is shunya drishti, or gazing nowhere, that is with the eyes closed. In all the pranayamas, the drishti is closed. So when the drishti is closed, we are not able to see anything in front of us, and the mind focuses completely on the breathing and all the techniques required to improve the pranayama. Coming to asanas, I will talk about the 3 drishtis which are outside the body first, and then 6 drishtis which are on the body. The first drishti outside the body is ekagra drishti. So looking at single point in front of the yogi. So when you gaze at one single point, the mind becomes steady, and this drishti is generally used in balancing postures like Vrikshasana or Virabhadrasana 3 or Garudasana. So these are the asanas where the person is standing on one leg, and when you stand on one leg, if you don't look at one point, it is very easy for the person to fall. So I am trying to balance in Vrikshasana, keeping one leg up. I inhale, take the arms up. Now I am gazing on one point. So when I gaze on one point, I am able to get the balance. Now let me try closing the eyes, closing the drishti. I'm little time able to get the balance. Now you can see. So I fell down. The reason being, I'm not able to focus at any point. So when you do balancing poses, the drishti should be eka agra drishti, ekagra drishti, single point gaze. That is the first drishti. The second drishti outside the body is urdhva drishti. Urdhva drishti is generally practiced when we lie down on the back. So when we lie down in supine postures like this, we have to look straight up towards the sky, towards the infinity. So when you are practicing inside the room, it is better to put one dot on the ceiling so that you can look at that point and focus the eyes on that point. So it is called urdhva drishti, looking above. The third drishti outside the body is parshva drishti. Parshva drishti is practiced in all the twisting poses. For example, when I do vakrasana, like I twist the body and look towards the left back side. So I turn the body and turn my head and look on the side over the shoulder. If you notice here, the Parshva Drishti is specified so that it enhances the twist. So when I look back, I am improving my twist as well. If I look this side, I will not try to improve the twist. So when I look towards the back, it enhances the posture. So that drishti is specified to ensure that it enhances the asana. So these are the three drishtis which are outside the body. To recap, first is ekagra drishti, which enhances balancing. Second is urdhva drishti, looking above towards the sky, towards the infinity, generally practiced when lying on the back. And the third one outside the body is looking towards the side, over the shoulder, towards the left side or the right side, generally used while doing twisting poses. Now coming to the gaze points on the body. I'll come from the top to the bottom. So the first gazing point on the body is Bhrumadhya Drishti, it's called. The center of the eyebrow or the Agya Chakra. So this drishti is practiced in most of the upward stretches. So when I do Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or the upward facing dog or the cobra posture, the Bhujangasana. So when I do the upward facing dog, I lift the upper body and look towards the eyebrow. So you can see when I look towards the eyebrow, towards the center of the eyebrow, the upward stretch of the body improves. Look at my side view. When I try to look towards the eyebrow, I try to stretch the body upwards. So when I look forward, the upward stretch doesn't come. Whereas when I start looking at the eyebrow, I try to open up the chest and improve the stretch. So Bhrumadhya Drishti is generally used in upward stretches like Bhujangasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, etc. Now, the second drishti is Nasagra Drishti on the body, which is looking towards the nose. So, trying to bring both the eyes into the nose. Nasagra Drishti is generally used in transitions and in forward facing postures where there is no need for balancing. For example, when you do Surya Namaskara, when you do Samasthiti, standing straight with the legs together, hands close to the body, ideally we are supposed to look at the nose and not in front. The reason being, it's not a balancing posture, and if you look in front, the mind can get diverted. Therefore, in Surya Namaskara, when you do Samasthiti, standing position, we are supposed to look at the nose. Now these two drishtis, the eyebrow drishti and your Nasagra drishti, you have to do very carefully, because you should not strain your eyes too much while doing both these drishti. You should not look too much into the center of the eyebrow or too much into the center of the nose. Go a little mild and gaze towards it, and you should not strain your eyes while practicing these two drishtis. The third drishti in Hatha Yoga is on the navel. When I practice asanas like Adho Mukha Svanasana, the gaze is on the navel or the Manipura chakra. So this also enhances the stretch of the asana. So if you look down or you look on the hand, the stretch will not come. Whereas when we try to look at the navel, the stretch of the downward facing dog comes properly. The fourth drishti on the body is Angushta drishti. Angushta drishti is generally used while the arms are lifted and the body is stretching upwards. For example, asanas like Virabhadrasana, when we stretch the arms up, generally the body is stretched up and the drishti is on the back of the thumb. That's called Angushta drishti. The fifth is Hastagra drishti, the tip of the hand. Asanas like Virabhadrasana 2, where the arms are stretched out. The gaze is on the nail of the longest finger of the hand which is in front of you. The sixth drishti is called Padayoragra drishti, which is the tip of the toe. So Padayoragra drishti is generally used in asanas like Paschimottanasana, where the body is stretched forward. So when we look at the toe, the forward stretch becomes more effective. So when we do Paschimottanasana, so we try to look at the tip of the toes, the longest fingernail, and pull the body forward, gazing at the toe, so that the forward stretch becomes more and more effective. So it is better not to look down like this because the forward stretch will not come. So drishti again here protects the asana. So we look where we want to reach. So get that important point in mind. Wherever we are going to reach, that's where we have to look. So let me recap all the 6 drishtis which are on the body, starting with Bhrumadhya drishti, eyebrow, Nasagra drishti, tip of your nose, Nabhi chakra drishti, navel gaze, Angushta drishti, looking on the thumbs, Hastagra drishti, looking at the tip of the hands, and Padayoragra drishti, which is the tip of the toe. So 6 drishtis on the body, 3 drishtis outside the body, and the last drishti with the closed eyes, Shunya drishti. One more important point which I want to explain in this context is the steadiness of the gaze. In general, human eyes blink about 12 times in a minute. That means one blink is generally taken in 5 seconds. If we blink the eyes too many times, then also the steadiness of the gaze is compromised. This blink of the eyes is a natural movement of the eyelids to lubricate the eyes. If you blink your eyes too many times, even if you are looking at one point, if the blinks are too many, like this, then the gaze will not be steady. So try to be aware of the blinks also. When there is a natural urge for blink, yes, you do that. But be conscious that in general, the number of blinks per minute is about 12 or 1 in 5 seconds. So try to keep the eyes open, gazing at the specified drishti. Follow the correct drishti, looking at the right point as explained in each of the asanas. When we do that, as I said, the main benefits will come. The first one being a steady mind. The mind will not wander to different places. Different thoughts will not come. The thoughts will come into the practice. The second benefit being the focus on breath will come very well. Your breath will become more and more refined, and finally the asana or the posture itself will enhance day by day. Keep these important points about drishti in your mind and practice Hatha Yoga. Namaste.